Little bit. Hey, we're telling your followers that you've started a live video. Good stuff. What's up, eccentric? We are on here today. Getting fit with KG. Yes, it is going down at 12. But before we do that, got a special guest who is going to chime in with us today. You may know him from songs like "Girl, I'm in love with you. This ain't the honeymoon. We've passed the effectuation phase. Right in the thick of love." What's another one? Baby, tonight's the night.
That's the one.
I don't know words to tonight. The best you've ever had. I don't want to brag, but I'll be. Yeah, John Legend is going to tap in with us today. So we just waiting on him to tap on in. And then at 12, keep it fit with KG. Going to do meditation and yoga. Got my guy G Akhil, who's going to lead us into a nice stretch and a good motivation, meditation. So hope y'all are doing all right. We back open. The state is back open. That's all I have to say about that. State is back open. Onyx, the strip club, they announced that they were going to open last night. 12:01, they opened as a restaurant. They opened as a restaurant with entertainment. They opened at 12:01. At 12:15, they got raided. They got raided at 12:15. Not even a whole 15 minutes of them being open. Got raided and shut down. But yeah, we on here this evening. Just with the one and only John Legend will be joining us. So we're just waiting on Mr. Legend to tap on in. In the meantime, as we wait for John Legend, I don't have anything to talk about. I haven't looked at the newspaper. We're just waiting on John Legend to tap in. For those of you that are just joining us, when you need help, support a Black-owned beauty supply store here in Houston. No money, just asking, King. Yeah, I absolutely would. I absolutely would. Where y'all at? Heaven's Room photo booth. I believe in supporting Black businesses. That's what I do. That's what I do. I buy everything Black. Like, I don't even go to, big chain stores to buy my personal items and toiletries, like my body wash and shampoo and deodorant and toothpaste, and lotions and, body oils and all that. Oh, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting ready. Ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting to be connected. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
The R&B god that is known as John Legend. What is up, man?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Doing great.
Man, listen here. This is a wild and crazy time that we are currently living in. Um,
Yes.
Interested to know what shows have you and Chrissy been binge watching or that y'all have gotten into during quarantine life?
Oh man. Well, there's some shows we've been watching that, we just finished watching the Homeland finale because we stuck with Homeland throughout. We watched that. We've been watching, what else have we been watching? Did you watch that Tiger King
I
on
have,
Netflix?
yeah. I ain't watched.
Yes.
I saw yesterday that there's some new episodes, so I haven't seen the new
Oh, they put new
episodes.
episodes? I didn't know about those.
Yeah,
We've been watching Peaky Blinders. We've been
yeah,
watching,
hip to that.
we produced a documentary series on HBO called The Atlanta's Missing and Murdered. We watched
Wait a
that
minute, hold
together.
on, pause.
Yeah.
You producing that?
Yeah, we did that in conjunction with Rock Nation. We produced that together.
Wow, that
We
that's an
love a good,
amazing series.
yeah, it's really interesting, and you learn so much about how that story went down back then, and how they've only arrested one person for it, and there's a lot of questions about whether or not they've got the right person, or at least for all murders and kidnappings that happened back then. And we both enjoy crime stories, so we watch a lot of those type of crime documentaries and things.
That's what's up. I know that you're very much so for the culture, very much so for social injustice and shining a light on that. And the work that you have done in the community is not to go unnoticed. So, hey, we thank you for everything that you have
Of
done
course.
for us as a people. I'm very interested to know though, John, because I know you're a politics guy. I'm a politics guy myself.
Uh-huh.
The other day, Diddy was on live with Naomi Campbell, and he was talking about, holding the black vote. Like, we need to demand something from these politicians, and I will hold, the black vote during this election. Everybody's scared or whatever, scared of Trump or whatnot, but no,
Yeah.
we need something for black folks. And I'm like, Diddy, I hear you. However, you should
Yeah.
have been doing this during the primaries. Like, why? To me, it was irresponsible and reckless for him to say that we're going to hold the black vote, because if you do that, then the guy that's in office is going to stay there. And I thought that the goal was to get him out. And
Yeah.
so I just thought, I was just like, what are you doing? And you're saying this now when there's two candidates.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on that?
Well, I think we should, first of all, always make politicians believe that they have to work for our vote.
Absolutely.
So a lot of that needs to happen in the primary because we vote so overwhelmingly for Democrats in the general election. When it's time to kind of choose between people who, some are more progressive, some are less progressive, we have to make our voices heard in that process. But the fact is, black folks overwhelmingly voted for Joe Biden in the primary. So when we had a choice between Joe Biden and other progressive candidates, I was personally for Elizabeth Warren. A lot of folks were for Bernie Sanders, but more black folks voted for Joe Biden than anybody else. And so if we're talking about, earning our vote, he was in a field of, 17, 18 candidates, and he won the black vote. So we're not a monolith. We don't all vote the
Right.
same. And we all, I personally voted differently than a lot of black folks in the South voted. But the facts speak for themselves. Folks put him in a position to win the Democratic nomination, and black folks had a lot to do with that. And so I think our job as voters, as citizens, as constituents, is to hold all these politicians accountable when we vote for them. So even when we vote for them, they should know that we have voices that need to be heard, and we have policies that will be beneficial to our communities that need to be pursued. And so that needs to continue before you vote and after you vote.
Indeed. What are your thoughts on COVID-19 and black folks? At first, when it was first out, it was reported, and I saw this in another publication. It wasn't even an American publication. It was the Zimbabwe Observer, where they were saying that, at first it was resistant to melanated skin, and then it comes over here, and now, we have the highest death rate percentages
Yeah.
with this. And so, and you still got people that still want to, like here in Texas, like the state opened back up today. We were the
Yeah.
last to lock down and the first to open back up. Good
Yeah.
luck, everybody. But knowing that we are the ones that are affected the most, but yet not so much to adhere to what is being put out there, man, talk to us. Tell us to get our act together, man.
All I'm telling everybody is don't listen to what governors and mayors say as much as you listen to what health experts say, because clearly Black folks are being very heavily affected by this disease. And the reasons why we're more susceptible to dying and getting very sick to this disease is because of things that already existed that were products of the way Black people have been treated in this country for years. Right. So if you look at us being more likely to be exposed to pollution in our neighborhoods, us being in segregated neighborhoods to begin with, us being treated differently when we go to health centers or hospitals, all of those factors factor into why we're more susceptible to this disease now. We're more likely to have asthma because of pollution we're exposed to in our neighborhoods. So all of these things are pre-existing conditions that make us more susceptible to the disease now. And that's why you're seeing us dying at higher rates than other folks are to this particular disease. But anybody can get it. Anybody can pass it on.
Right.
And so whatever myths there were out there about certain groups being immune to it, anybody can get it. And even if you don't have symptoms, you can pass it to somebody else. And particularly, we have to be careful with that when we're dealing with our elderly loved ones, because they're dying at extremely high rates, particularly in nursing homes and other facilities where they're in large groups and kind of close together. Those are the most dangerous situations, and that's where we're seeing a lot of the deaths. We're seeing them also in jails and prisons. We're seeing them also in meatpacking plants. So there's certain types of environments where I think the virus spreads more easily, and we're seeing big outbreaks in those places. And so we have to pay special attention to those. And no matter what any politician says about wanting to open the economy up, don't participate in the economy at the expense of your life and your health. And that's why if I need to postpone my concerts, I'm going to postpone them. I don't want people coming to my show and getting sick because they're in a large group with a bunch of other people. And so we're going to be paying attention to what's happening. And if we need to postpone our shows, we're going to postpone them. And every other business that's operating needs to make sure they can invite people back when it's safe for them, not just so they can make money.
Right. I told my Facebook Live audience last night, I said, look, I'm not going to die so this country can get its economy back.
Exactly, because we
did that.
Exactly, and we are the economy. We, us spending, us going to restaurants, us, like everything we do is what makes the economy go. And if we're not healthy and if we're not well, then it doesn't matter. You know, like we have to be healthy and well for the economy to work to begin with.
Period. Let's switch gears, man. New music is out. You know, I do a feature on the Quiet Storm called Love Stories, and just Wednesday night, the Love Story dedication song was Conversations in the Dark. And I know you've got a Bigger Love that's out, and then this new studio album. I'm sure you cooking during quarantine life. So what has this process getting the new album together been like?
We are cooking. It's actually, we're at the seasoning stage, I think, of the cooking. Because we've already got the main ingredients in there, to extend our metaphor. We've already got the main ingredients. I've already written the songs. I've already put my vocals on all the songs, and we've got some great features that we're going to solidify. Most of them are done already. A couple more need to be done, and we have a little bit of strings and horns that need to be added, and then the mix.
Bringing back instrumentation, John?
Oh, always. We always have the live instruments on the album. We've never not done that. And it's going to be a really soulful, sexy album. We're doing all the finishing touches over the next few weeks, and hope to put it out early summer.
Nice. Speaking of summer, you know, we are coming up to
I lost you. Okay, I got you back.
There we go. Okay, there we go. It's graduation time. If
Yes.
you could give a word or a shout out to the graduating class of 2020.
Well, I actually wrote a speech for Berklee School of Music because I'm one of their honorary doctors of music this year. And they asked me to write a speech for them, for the young people that are graduating. And they're all music, majors, either the performance side or on the business side. And I just talked about all the journeys that I've had in my life and all the times when, good fortune has happened and when bad fortune has happened in my life. And of course, everybody that's graduating right now is going to be graduating into the worst job market possible. It's terrible. People are losing their jobs left and right. And it's a scary time to graduate. My advice is know who you are, know what your strengths are, keep working on them, keep trying to be the best version of yourself that you can be. You may not get hired right away because this is a tough time to get hired, but keep developing yourself and preparing yourself so that when those opportunities do arise, you're ready to take advantage of them. And right now, it's going to be tough. This is not an easy time for anybody, and it's not going to be an easy time for anybody graduating and trying to find a job so they can pay back all those student loans and everything that we need to do when we graduate. So it's going to be a tough time, but we have to get through it, and we have to keep developing ourselves so that we're ready to take advantage of opportunities when they come. But it's also tells us how much voting matters because, you have the opportunity, we've had the opportunity in the Democratic primary to vote for people who were going to forgive our school loans, we had that opportunity. And we have the opportunity to vote for people that are going to extend health care so it's a right to everybody. So when you're paying attention to what these politicians are saying, think about, what you need in your life and what you want the government to be able to do for you. And you're starting to realize the government actually really matters, and who's in charge matters, leadership matters. And we have to think about that when we vote.
Facts matter.
Yes, absolutely. And we have to think about that when we vote this year.
Indeed. You and I, we are both from the great state of Ohio.
Where are you from?
I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, okay, we're neighbors then.
Yeah, I know, right? I went to Trotwood, so you're high
Yes,
school.
we used to play y'all.
We used to play all the time, right?
Yes, yes.
So, I'm a Buckeyes fan. I know you are a Buckeyes fan, man.
Very much so.
What do you think of all these Buckeyes with the recent draft, bro?
Well, I think we've been used to it now. Every year we've had so many great, talented people coming from Ohio State, and Ohio State's been doing such a good job recruiting from all over the country because you look at where these guys are coming from. When I was growing up, a lot of the best stars at Ohio State grew up in Ohio. But now you're seeing cats from Texas, from California, from Florida, from all over the country, and that just shows how good of a job they've been doing recruiting people to come to Columbus, and they've been preparing them really well and been creating so many and developing so many NFL stars. Hopefully we'll get to watch football soon. Who knows what'll happen?
Yikes, right. 16 years in the game, Get Lifted came out in 2004.
Yes,
still here, bigger than ever, on The Voice, all of that. Bro, did you know that you would last this long, or was there a point where you was like, I don't know, this one kind of flopped, I might be done? Like, did you imagine yourself still being here throughout the 2000s?
I wanted that. And, I remember when I was, signed to Kanye's production company, and we would go to these record labels together, and we would talk about that I made timeless music and I was going to be around for a long time and I wasn't going to be a flash in the pan. And I believed that when I said it to the labels, but I was also selling myself. I was like,
right.
You need to sign me.
Right.
So you put your best foot forward and you present your pitch to them like, listen to this music. It's global, it's soulful, it's timeless, it's classic. And that's what I told all the labels back then, and eventually they agreed with me and believed in me, and I got signed to Columbia, and I've been trying to live up to all the things I said I could do. ever since, and make music that's timeless, make music that people will remember, and it will bring back great memories for them of the times in their life when they listen to it. And hopefully we'll continue to do that with this new music.
Yes, indeed. And speaking of music, since I host the Quiet Storm, before I let you go,
Yeah.
if you can give me real quick, pull from the brain, 5 of your favorite R&B slow jams.
Woo! I'm gonna say "Adore" by
Okay.
Prince.
Good one.
I'm gonna say hold on, let me think about it. I gotta put Marvin Gaye in there. I'm gonna say "Distant Lover," Marvin Gaye.
I just played that last night.
The live version.
The live version, yeah.
Yes, to be specific. Let me think about it. True slow jams, true quiet storm slow jams. Heaven Must Be Like This, Ohio players. I got to shout out Ohio. Then I'm gonna say Nothing Even Matters by Lauryn Hill and D'Angelo.
Ooh, John, come through.
And then I'll do a new song. I'll do kind of the new version of that, Daniel Caesar and Her, Best Part.
Best Part.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Legend, the single Bigger Love. It is available right now everywhere. 7th studio album. We're going to get it this year. Are we going to get it this year?
Yeah, this summer we're going to get it.
We're going to get it. You're going to get it this summer. Man, the aptly named John Legend, a legend. Oh, would you do verses? And if you did, who would you see yourself going up against?
Everybody asks me that, but I feel like the verses are best when it's producer, writers, who have been behind the scenes.
Artists. Bro, I agree.
Yes, because the whole point of verses is you're learning, oh, they made this song too, oh, they made that song too, and you hear all the hits they have on all these other artists. And that's more exciting to me than, this is a song that I put out. Because you know the songs I put out if you've been following my career, but you might not know that Babyface did this Whitney Houston song, or that Teddy Riley did this Michael Jackson song, or that, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis did this Janet Jackson song. So I think it's better when it's producers or writers that were behind the scenes showing you all the list of hits that they made for other people that you didn't realize that they did. That's more exciting to me than just hearing me tell you the songs that you already know that I did.
That you already know. I'm with you on that. And I agree. I totally agree. Man, thank you so much for your time, bro. This was amazing, man. We're looking forward to it, man. Keep it up. Tell Chrissy to keep her foot on their necks. For sure.
She will.
Indeed. All right, my G.
All right, brother. Take care.
Peace. Hey, Magic Family, thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see you in a little bit for Keeping Fit with KG.